Kate, and this concert is especially for you younger people. It's a kids concert. And this is Amy, and we play together as two, and sometimes we play together as more with a group called Keowee Chamber Music. We're going to start with a really lively little tune called Village Festival Jig. Quick. And be playing a lot of different kinds of music for you, like Kate said, but first of all, let me just talk really quickly about the instruments that you're going to hear today. What kind of instrument is this? Guitar, right. And this is what we call a classical guitar, which means that it's not amplified, so it's not really, really loud, and it's basically just a hollow box with strings attached to it. Okay? At its very simplest, although this guitar actually took quite a while to make. You can see it's made of different kinds of wood. And what was I using to go ahead and make the sounds come out of the instrument? Could any of you see? Was I using a pick, one of those pieces of plastic, and strumming? No, what was I using? My fingers, right. So I actually have nails on my right hand, the hand that I'm using to pluck the strings, and no nails on my left hand. That's the hand that I go ahead and I press down on the strings next to these metal bars called frets, and that changes the sound. Now, each of us have a different job when we're playing, and sometimes we switch our jobs, and sometimes our job stays the same within the piece. And one of those jobs is playing what we call harmony, okay, or the accompanying part to the melody. And on the next piece we're going to play, that's my job. I go ahead and keep the harmony. It's sort of like the foundation, while the flute will actually go ahead and play the melody or the tune, the thing that you would sing. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate my part first, which is the harmony part. And I kind of do the same thing over and over again on this song, something like this. I do it in different ways. But that's what I'm going to do throughout the whole song. Now that would be pretty boring after a while, wouldn't it? You know, even though I'm doing different things, it's still the same thing. So here's what the melody will do on this song. Okay, now we'll do the whole song and we'll put our two parts together. So remember, I have the harmony part and Kate has the melody part. And the song that we're going to do is called Danza Aymara, and it's from Peru.
Well, I'm going to tell you about this a little bit because she told you about her instrument. This is a flute, and it looks a little maybe different from some of the other flutes you've seen because the body is wooden. It's not a metal flute. The body is wood. This is metal. It's silver. And I make the sound with my breath. Big breath. And go for a long time with the breath. Did you notice that? I wouldn't breathe for quite a long time. And I actually blow across the hole. I don't put my mouth over it. Have you ever blown over a soda bottle and made noise that way? Anybody ever done that? That's the same thing I do basically. I just blow across. And it's a pretty high instrument. And I've got a couple others I'll tell you about later. You want to tell them what we're going to do next?
Okay. We're going to need your help on this next song. Actually, it's 3 songs. We're going to go ahead and see how carefully you can listen. So we're going to go ahead and play the first song, and let's see if you recognize it.
Don't touch, okay? Thank you.
Play the first one?
I just got my bearings.
So who recognizes that? Okay, what is it? Flintstones, right. Good, great, great. Yeah, that's the Flintstones. Okay, next one. This is song number 2. So Flintstones is song number 1. What's number 2? Anybody recognize that one? Frere Jacques, right. Or Are You Sleeping? Right, so that's song number 2. Okay, song number 3. Should we start right at the beginning?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Oh, at the beginning? Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay, which one's that? Twinkle, twinkle, little
That's
star. Right. Okay, great.
Song number 3.
Okay. So what we need to divide up into 3 groups. Okay? So let's see. Why don't we have, this will be group number 1 over here.
No pressure.
That's right. You're going to be Flintstones group. Okay?
Why don't we put those 2 big boys with them too?
Okay. So group number 1. Okay, group number 2. Let's see. Let's have everybody who's sitting down over here. You're group number 2. Okay, now you're going to have to be a little bit active here because we're going to be standing up and sitting down. Okay?
So are they people in the seats or who are you talking about?
Yeah, people in the seats. You're going to be group number 2.
No pressure.
Which is Frere Jacques. Are you sleeping?
Frere Jacques.
Okay. And everybody here in the front, you're going to be group number 3. Okay? Are you which
Twinkle,
twinkle, twinkle. That's right. Twinkle, twinkle. Okay. So now what we're going to do is when you hear your song, you're going to stand up.
Or raise your hands.
Okay? Or raise your hands. Probably raising your hands will be
Raise
easier.
your hands.
Raise your hands. Okay? So we're going to practice first. Okay?
Okay.
So give us some practice.
Are you
too.
ready? Ready?
Okay. So you're going to listen for your song. We're going to go really slow so everybody figures it out.
Flintstones, Frere Jacques, and Twinkle Twinkle. Okay?
Right. Good. Great. That was Flintstones. Okay. We're going to try to keep this easy here. Great. Good. Okay.
Good.
Yeah. Very good. All right. Now let's start at the beginning of the tune first.
Okay.
There we go. Twinkle, twinkle. Great. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to really mix them up. And it's going to start off kind of easy, where we're going to play the song for a while, just like we did, but then we're going to start switching faster and faster. Okay? So as long as you hear your song, keep your hands up in the air, but when it switches to another song, put your hands down and the next group, put your hands up. Okay, so we're going to see if we can mix you up. That's why we call this our mixed up medley.
Is that it? Okay. Very good listening. Yay. Okay.
Yep. So now you could hear in the songs that we were playing how we did them at different speeds. Like, was the Flintstones, was that slow or fast? Was the Flintstone song slow or fast?
Yeah.
We thought we were playing it pretty fast, okay? What about Are You Sleeping? Since that's a lullaby, what did we do with that one? That was a slower song, right. That's what we call tempo in music. And so we're going to play two songs for you. This first one is going to be a slow song. And it's actually based on a tune from Finland, believe it or not, a very cold country. And it's called Song Is My Joy. I'd like you to listen and hear which instrument has the melody and which instrument has the harmony. See whether we kept our same jobs. So, which instrument had the melody? The part that you would sing. Was it the guitar or was it the flute? Flute, right.
Yay.
And I got to go ahead and keep playing the harmony part. So now we're going to go ahead and do a fast song.
Got water in my keys. There's a lot of humidity in our air right now. Weird.
This is a piece by Bach, originally written for flute and harpsichord.
Hopefully my C's are going to work. You are being really good listeners. Whenever I play for people who are good listeners, I say, give yourself a hand for being good listeners. Wow. Yay, good listening. Well, I'm going to introduce you to my flute family that I brought along. This is the one that you already met. Yeah, it's nice, huh? And it's really the soprano voice of the flute family. And here we have a little tiny one called the piccolo, which is a sopranino. It's the highest voice. I'm going to play that at the end. And here we have an alto flute. And there is a lower flute called the bass flute. Has a curved head. I didn't bring it today. And they even have contrabass flutes. They're huge. They're taller than I am. It's a very strange thought to me to play a flute that's so low. But this is the lowest flute that I brought, the alto. And I'm going to play the same tune 3 times so you can hear as they go up a little bit. This is an Irish tune called The Rights of Man. You know each other? Good. It is in a different pitch. This is actually in G and this one's in C, but it's also higher. tune for you to wiggle around if you need to wiggle. You've been sitting still. This is kind of a funny tune with the alto flute and the guitar. And Amy's gonna, I always think we're in Hawaii when we play this song.
And you can actually help us out by, on the first piece that you heard me play where we talked about melody and harmony, where I was tapping the guitar, you can help us out by doing that on this piece. Bum, 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 bum. If you just kind of help clap, just like that, that'll help pretend we're in Hawaii even a little bit more. It'll be the drum part. There we go. Tricky, isn't it? Now you could maybe hear how we were changing how loud and soft we would go ahead and play, and in music there's a word for that. That's called dynamics. Okay, and we have some different dynamics that are written in our music, like say for example the P stands for the word piano, which means soft. Okay, so I need a volunteer to come up and be the soft dynamic. Okay, come on up. We'll let you be right here, maybe. Where would be best? We'll be right there. You'll be our piano person. Okay, now there's another one called mezzo piano. That's just a little bit louder than piano. Okay, why don't you come on up? You'll be mezzo piano. All right.
Medium piano.
And we should probably turn because she's going to play, so we'll turn and kind of angle. Why don't you come on right over here? So she's got to be able to watch.
Oh,
all
okay.
Right, yeah. Okay, now we have two P's, which is pianissimo, which is really, really quiet. Okay, you've been holding your hand up, so we're going to put you right here. You're going to be pianissimo. Okay, now we're going to get just a little bit louder to mezzo forte. Okay, you're a mezzo forte. So this is medium loud, and we're going to have you be right here on that step. That'll work. Okay, and now forte, loud. Who wants to be loud?
Who wants to be loud?
I think that person, you had your hand up. Can you come on up here and be loud?
Loud.
Okay.
Can you be loud? Really?
Okay, we believe
You're so
you.
quiet right now.
Okay, why don't you come on right up here?
You can go be
Come
loud.
on right up here. And you're going to hold this sign right in front of you. There you go. You're loud. Okay, and now we need fortissimo, really, really loud. Okay, you're going to be fortissimo. Okay. All right. Okay, so you got your tune? Da 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 da.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So for this tune, we've got 4 different sections. Okay. So who wants to be number 1? I need a volunteer out of you group to be 1. Okay. We'll have you be 1. So you're going to come forward. So the first line is going to be mezzo forte.
Okay.
Let's see. Who wants to be line number 2? Okay. You'll be line number 2. Piano. All right, line number 3. Oh, this will be good. Fortissimo.
Okay.
Okay. And this will be
There,
great.
yeah, okay.
Line number 4. Okay. And you two just kind of step back here and we'll use you in just a minute again. Okay. So here's our tune. Here will be line number 1, and line number 2, line number 3, and line number 4. Let's hear what it sounds like.
Okay, here we go. Mezzo forte, piano, fortissimo, and pianissimo. Ooh. Let me get started again. My flute's malfunctioning.
But you hear the difference in how much more interesting it made that song sound. Okay, let's go ahead and mix it all up again. Okay, let's see. Why don't we have you be number 1? Okay, and what about number 2? And let's see, what shall we do next? What about number 3? Here, why don't you come right up here? And what about number 4?
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to, this is what musicians, this is what we do when we're learning music. We experiment with all these different dynamics and see what works for the song the best. So
we got fortissimo, mezzo piano, forte, pianissimo.
For having such great volunteers.
Before we play concerts is we practice. So we get together and we try to make the music fit. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to practice.
Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and do that rhythm that you heard me do earlier. So let's see if we're going to start with the easy rhythm, and then we'll see if we can go to the harder rhythm. So everybody, let's see if we can do this. 1, 2, 1, 2. So clap, clap, clap. Oh, really good. That's great. Good.
Yeah.
Now this. Good.
Okay.
Very good. All right. So here we go. Are we ready? We're going to do our song. let's get our rhythm going here. You guys ready? Good. There we go. There we go.
Good listening.